Right folks, just going to try for our clearance and everything again. Let's see if it works this time. I'm sorry about the previous time, just there's nothing I could do unfortunately, but let's give it a go again. Gatwick Tower, Nortrans 5503, stand 18. If our clearance still stands, request push and start please.
Nortrans 5503, stand 18, push back and start approved, face west.
Push and start approved, facing west, thanks Nortrans 5503.
19.7, contact from control 134.125, goodbye. 134.15, extra everything. KLM 15, there'll be a 1 minute delay due route separation. Please repeat for KLM 15. KLM 15, expect a 1 minute delay. Okay, expect 1 minute delay for KLM 15. Shuttle 42, Mike, you ready for departure? Yeah, we're ready, Shuttle 42, Mike. Shuttle 42, Mike, behind the departing KLM 737, via after 1 ramp and runway 26 left behind. We're after the 737 via for 1 way up and runway 26 left behind, so we'll forward to me. KLM 15, runway 26 left, cleared. Thank you. Clear to take off, KLM 15.
Nortrans 5503, request taxi please.
Nortrans 5503, you able to make a right turn onto taxiway Mike?
A firm for Mike 1, yep, 5503.
Nortrans 5503, roger, right on Juliet, then Mike, hold Mike 1, hold short runway 26 left.
Right Juliet, Mike 1, hold short 26 left, Nortrans 5503.
Shuttle 2, correction 40, Mike, expected 2 minute delay due route separation. Shuttle 4 Gatwick Tower, EPS 978, request ready check please. EPS 978, Gatwick Tower, readability 5. Roger, UPS 978. KLM 15, contact London Control 134.125, goodbye. Contacting London Control, bye bye. UPS 978. UPS 978, Gatwick Tower, pass your message. Yeah, Gatwick Tower, UPS 978, Information Hotel, QNH 1022 at stand 173, type 747, freight, West IFR, clearance to Dublin, please. GPS 978, roger, cleared to Dublin, Lambourne to X-ray departure, runway 26 left, squawk 4465. Cleared to Dublin on the runway 26 left, either Lambourne to X-ray, squawk 4465, GPS 978. GPS 978, correct. Shuttle 42, Mike, runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff, surface wind 200 degrees, 4 knots. 200 vehicle, shuttle 42. Trans 5503, behind the departing A320 for Mike 1, line up and wait, runway 26 left behind.
Behind the departing A320 via Mike 1, line up and wait behind, Trans 5503. Shuttle 40, Mike, contact on control 131, correction 134, decimal 125. 134, decimal 125, shuttle 42, mate, many thanks, connect. Trans 5503, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff, surface wind 200 degrees, 4 knots. 26 left, clear for takeoff, Trans 5503.
Positive.
UPS 978, request push start. UPS 978, stand 173, push back and start approved, face south. Put the speed at 6, Christian Gatwick Tower, speed at 60 Romeo, left, 6 left. 260 Romeo, Gatwick Tower, standby, break UPS 978, stand 173, push back and start approved, face south. Push back, approved, face south, UPS 978. Trans 5503, contact London control 134, decimal 125, goodbye.
134, 125, Trans 5503, bye.
262, EG control, continue.
London, hello, Trans 5503, climbing 6,000.
Trans 5503, Roddy, initial altitude on the Balkan 1 X-ray departure is 5,000 feet, stop your climb, squawk at them.
Sorry, according to the chart was 6,000, square then 5503.
Oops, 5,000, break KLM 15, turn left, heading 020 degrees. 020 for KLM 15. Shuttle 42, mate, climbing out to flight level 90. Level 90, shuttle 42. Trans 4, correction, Nortrans 5503, route direct Etrat, climb flight level 170.
Direct to Etrat and 170, Nortrans 5503.
Jersey 563 Yankee, report you're heading to London, control frequency 132.6, goodbye.
We'll report heading to London Control on 132.6. Good evening, Jersey 536 Yankee.
Shuttle 42, Mike, climb to flight level 100.
Level 100, so
KLM 15, report you're heading to London Control, frequency 132.6, goodbye.
London Control, bye.
Shuttle 40, right, turn left, heading 330 degrees.
330 degrees, report to me.
Shuttle 40, right, climb level 130.
Level 130, report to me.
Shuttle 40, Mike, report you're heading to London 132.6, relay.
Heading to London 132.6, shuttle 40, Mike, thanks, go.
London Control, Jersey 536 Yankee is back with you, sir. We're on a heading of 095, climbing to flight level 170.
Jersey 536 Yankee, thanks for your patience. Sorry, it was my mistake there due to the previous controller. Maintain the present heading and continue to climb.
Maintain present heading, continue to climb to flight level 170, and sir, you should see the errors we make. No worries, 536 Yankee.
And Jersey 536 Yankee, resume our navigation, direct Bognor.
Direct Bognor for Jersey 536 Yankee.
Nortrans 5503, contact London Control, frequency 132.6, goodbye.
132.6, Nortrans 5503, thanks, good night.
EG152, Timber 1 Juliet, passing via the text.
Good evening, Northwest 9 Mapango with your crossing 310, descending Federal 290, reaching over Gorlo.
Nortrans 9 Lima Tango, good evening, London Control, Timber 1 Juliet, arrival for Gatwick, D7 flight level 240.
100 for Gatwick, descend 240, Northwest 9 Mapango, thank you.
And good evening, Nortrans 5503, climbing flight level 170.
5503, London Control, good evening, climb flight level 350.
Climb flight level 350, Nortrans 5503.
One 56 Alpha Juliet, descend flight level 80. KLM 15, resume navigation, direct Redford.
Direct Redford for KLM 15.
104 Whiskey Victor, descend flight level 200.
Descend flight level 200 for Ryanair 4 Whiskey Victor.
London, good evening. Jersey 5360 Yankee is with you. Level flight level 170, direct log now.
Jersey 536 Yankee, again, London control. I agree. Direct Zama, climb flight level 2508.
And that was direct to Zama and climb to flight level 250 for Jersey 5360 Yankee.
Easy 152, so it looks like you're unable to follow the start, so I'm heading 240 degrees.
Moving left 240 degrees around the start line in Talos and the other side.
Okay, yeah, we'll just keep you on the heading.
Okay, left 240 degrees in that area.
On a 4 cubic middle 0 attitude direct Trent.
Roger, I'm now to direct Trent, Ryanair 4 Whiskey Victor.
Ryanair 4 Whiskey Victor, contact London 133.7, good evening.
Roger, London 1337, good day, Ryanair 4 Whiskey Victor.
Ryanair 56 Alpha Juliet, descend flight level 80.
8056 Alpha Juliet.
KLM 15 flash 230.
KLM 15 service maximum.
131 Echo with you.
And please repeat your KLM 15
Yeah, just stand by. I didn't catch Wizard 131 Echo, good evening, London control. I'm not sure where you're going, so I'm right heading 020 degrees.
Control, hello, with 131 Echo with you, heading 265.
Okay, so KLM 15, resume navigation, direct red far.
Right, we do eliminate KLM
454, contact London control 34.125. So 454, London 134125.
134, can you repeat, sorry?
134125, break runner 56 Alpha Juliet, contact Essex radar 120.625. All transponding Lima Tango, descent flight level 140 level by Vatsim.
140 level over Vatsim, North Lima Tango.
All transponding Lima Tango, continued present heading, report that heading.
Continue heading 253, North Lima Tango.
Roger. Was that 131 Echo London?
972-4003.
1972, good evening, line control Stalker link, climb now, flight level 190.
I don't trouble myself right now, there's something hello, 131 Echo with you.
Was that 131 Echo line control, how do you read me?
Control Ryanair 156, you passing 60, flight 350, direct north.
Sorry, Ryanair 156, wait, direct to? Okay, Ryanair 156, London control to right heading 155.
Ryanair 156, Ryanair 156.
E152, descend flight level 140.
Stand 140 is more active.
Fucking 0502 for Ryanair 156.
Okay. EG152 to right heading 260 degrees. Easy 152, turn right, heading 260 degrees. Please listen.
260 degrees, 152.
Shuttle 42, Mike, resuming navigation, direct LEBL.
Navigation direct, I just confirm that request shuttle, isn't it?
That's our LEBL, Romeo, India, Bravo, Echo, Lima.
Yeah, LEBL, brother, thanks, shuttle, isn't it?
London Control, good evening, KLM-103 with you, flight level 240. KLM-103, good evening, London Control, van 13 Alpha arrival. London 3 Alpha arrival, KLM-103. KLM-103, report your indicated airspeed. Indicated 282 for KLM-103. KLM-103, launch your speed 280 knots or greater. 280 greater, KLM-103.
London Shamrock Gatwick, direct to Bamba.
Shamrock 84XA, sorry, the point again?
Yeah, it's possible can be redirected to Bamba for Shamrock Gatwick.
Just confirm it says Bamba, that's shouldn't be a waypoint in your flight path. That's really annoying that you're cutting in front of me. So Shamrock 84XA, I don't think Bamba is good for you for your flight plan. I can give you direct DCAS.
Sorry, you've got interrupted there by another aircraft, so confirm Bravo Alpha November, Bravo Alpha is available.
No.
No problem at all. Is Strombo available with your Tango uniform for Shamrock Gatwick X-ray?
I'm going to have to coordinate that with the next sector.
No problem, thank you very much, Shamrock Gatwick X-ray.
156 receiving navigation direct big in Bravo India Golf. Again, running 156 direct big in Bravo India. I'm trying to transmit, it's really annoying. Running 156 receiving navigation direct big in.
Resume navigation direct in big in for Ryanair 156.
North Trans-9 Lima Tango resuming navigation direct Vatsim.
There is a of navigation direct Vatsim at North Trans-9 Lima.
North Trans-9 Lima Tango, thanks. Contact London Control 134.125, good evening.
The frequency for North Trans-9 Lima Tango.
North Trans-9 Lima Tango says London 134.125. 134.125 for London, North Trans-9 Lima Tango. Ryanair 972, calling flight level 290.
Flight level 29072.
I want 007 with you at flight level 240. Last station again. KL1007 will be at flight level 240.
KL1007, Lobby Control for Lambert, Alpha Arrival.
Oh, 3 Alpha, KL1007.
8152.
1 takeoff.
Reserve 131 Echo. If you can't hear me, then you need to use text. Right then, correction 8152. Resuming navigation direct Aberton.
I'm getting you resuming navigation direct, so reserve vehicle.
London Control, Jersey 5360 Yankee. We're just wondering if it's okay to switch frequencies and resume navigation.
Yeah, Jersey 536 X-ray, there's no further ATC available. Continue Unicom 228.
Thank you, sir. Awesome service as usual. We'll see you next time. Jersey 5360 Yankee.
Nortrans 5503 is no further ATC available. Continue Unicom 228.
122 decimal, Nortrans 5503. Thanks. Good night.
Yeah.
Okay, folks, that's us out of ATC, and we're going to go up to 37,000 feet in just a second. We've got a Ryanair behind us on exactly the same flight plan. He's also going to Barcelona, so we're just going to gain a little bit of distance and then go up to 37,000 feet, but other than that we are looking good. So we're just gaining a bit of distance. We're now up to 37,000 now, I think. 37. Yeah, definitely. I mean, Aer Lingus have been looking into launching a route eastbound anyway, for ages. They've been looking at China, the Gulf, loads of destinations, and yet surprisingly they haven't actually officially announced anything. So it's a bit of a loss to them, really. Cathay stepping in kind of shows that the market's there. Yeah, exactly, as Heathrow says, there's not many to Asia. It works well at Gatwick, and bearing in mind it's working well out of Manchester. So to be honest, Cathay is sort of, in a way, beaten Aer Lingus to it in a sense. They're very occupied with the American routes at the present time, but yeah, I think it could go very well for them. Good option for connections to Australia, exactly. I know that, I mean, obviously you've got the Emirates flight from Dublin, but it's Emirates, isn't it? Same as the Qatar flight. I think when Qatar started this year, that was a real signal of intent that more connections to the East are needed. But yeah, absolutely. They did operate at Dubai, yeah, they did, that's right. But there again, if you look at how the situation all of that has changed from 2008 till now, and how many more people are using it as a transit location, then it, you know, would make more sense for a return to that market. But whether or not we'll see that, I don't know. But either way, it's good to what was I going to say? Yeah, it's good to see Dublin getting new services. I've got to say, it's really nice. I'm looking forward to seeing Cathay there. You think, when I first started going to Dublin, you had, I mean, a few highlights, yeah, Canada, Emirates, and a few other ones, and now it's like Edinburgh. It's just growing so much. It's great. It's really good. So estimated time of arrival, folks, is 57 minutes. Flight timings are right, yeah. They are getting more A3. Well, Aer Lingus will be getting their new A350 soon. So yeah, it's good to see. The YouTube, good evening to you, mate. Thank you for joining. We are currently 24 minutes into the flight from Gatwick, and we're going to be landing in... Hello? Wow, I don't believe it. Wow, TCAS is actually working.
Adjust vertical speed. Adjust.
Oh, there's a Transavia.
Clear of conflict.
Wow, that is amazing. I didn't even realise the TCAS worked in this plane. Oh well, I'm impressed. I've just had a look on vPilot, and that plane was a Transavia 737-800 going to Amsterdam. So, wow, that's cool. You tried to hide. Oh dear. You try your best, mate. FSW. You'll have to enlighten me. FSW? Question mark. Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Royal Air Maroc and all sorts. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Along with Air China. There have been, but bearing in mind as well that once the new, this is going to be the key thing, Oliver, and that is when the new runway comes online. The need for terminal expansion and ramp expansion at Dublin is going to be massive. I mean, Ryanair's going to go hammer and tongs with the long haul expansion, their expansion out of Dublin, and at the same time they are trying to attract, as you say, loads of new airlines, and it's great. It's just going to be amazing when everything's all sorted. How big Dublin's going to be. It's going to be great. Flightsim world. What do you think about the Flightsim world in general is very good. There's a lot to offer. There's a lot of good products, and yeah, it's all very good in my eyes. So works well. Well, our plane's working well anyway. So. Right, I just need to make sure of our arrival into Barcelona. I just need to check the charts, make sure that we're going to be landing on runway 25 right, so we'll just get all that information up. Just making sure the route and everything's all correct. All seems right, that's good. Rhine Atlantic, yeah. Oh, it will do, definitely, yeah. Well, that might be the latest what you've heard, Michael, but currently Air Berlin planes are already being switched to Eurowings. So to give you an example, at Newcastle, every day so far for the last 2-3 days, we've had Air Berlin planes in full livery operating for Eurowings from Dusseldorf to Newcastle. So we had one yesterday and we had one today. Yesterday's one was in One World colours and today's one was a bog standard one. So yeah, they seem to already be siphoning off the planes, but officially nothing happens till Monday, but we shall see. We shall see what we shall see. Yeah, virtually a low-cost carrier. Yeah, in terms of price, but at the same time, they want to have a viable product to offer to customers who are willing to pay that little bit extra, and that's what they're still basing their model on. But yeah, it's interesting to see. Yeah, a lot are leased to Eurowings. They certainly are. I haven't managed to film one at Newcastle yet, but I'm sure it's just a matter of time. But yeah. Yeah, in a way they do, yeah. Yeah, they are 50, yeah, pretty much. There are a lot of Air Berlin ones leased to Eurowings, yeah, loads. But I need to catch a few of them before they're repainted, because the way things are looking, it's literally going to be a case of them finishing services soon, and then, yeah, it'll be a shame, to be honest. Yeah. Yes, the lease company does want the A330s back. No, Michael, it's not rumour. All services, Air Berlin services, long haul, are finishing at the end of October. It's not rumour, it's fact. If you want to go and look on their website, it's available on there. Check Airliner Route. All major news organisations, all Air Berlin long haul services are finishing. Eurowings have announced a whole load that they're taking over, especially the Caribbean services, and yeah. So Etihad, because they themselves aren't growing. Etihad is in downfall, Heathrow. They're in absolute freefall at the moment. They have lost so much in their investments, and I say investments with great caution, that basically their initial strategy was to dominate Europe by investing in certain carriers. That hasn't worked because the carriers they invested in to start with were failing when put up against the likes of Ryanair, EasyJet, Norwegian. When you put it up against them, I mean, even Vueling has dropped slightly in the marketplace, but yeah, the fact stands to reason. Air Berlin has been in downfall, as has Alitalia, and again the common thread seems to be investments from Etihad. So whether or not that says anything, but I don't know. As I say, the carriers themselves have never done that well in the past few years. So yeah, Alitalia is next. IOTA, Alitalia is. I have Maltese family and know a lot of people in Malta, and last year there was talks of Air Malta signing a agreement with Alitalia to have a joint venture with Alitalia, and the Maltese and the Italians are different, very different, but when it was initially announced that discussions between Air Malta and Alitalia were taking place, there was a lot of negative feedback from the local population because of historic differences. So either way, as it turned out, at the beginning of the year, thankfully that deal never happened, and coincidentally 2 months after the deal fell through, Air Malta, obviously still independent, has grown. Alitalia has gone into bankruptcy, and her Etihad has pulled their money out of the carrier since. And now, since then, Air Malta is now in talks with Ryanair over a deal where Ryanair and Air Malta will be working together on various different routes, and passengers will be able to book Air Malta services through Ryanair's website. And yeah, there's a lot of good discussions, and it would be massively beneficial for Air Malta. So yeah, it's good. It's good. Darwin Air, we currently have ex-Darwin Air Saabs operating out of Newcastle under Etihad regional brands, so we have them operating for Eastern Airways at the moment. So yeah, it's good. Rockman, hello, good of you to join. Planes and the routes they want, it is, yeah. Ryanair have offered to purchase 90 Airbuses, so purchase / take them over from Alitalia, primarily A319 2021s, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Does he want a huge hub at Fiumicino? Yeah, possibly, but to be honest with you, I don't. Well, he doesn't exactly have to wait for Alitalia to disappear before setting up a hub there. I mean, let's face it. Look at Malev. Malev went out of business, and then all the low-cost carriers came swarming in to set up a hub. So all you have to do is wait for them to go, and simple as. So yeah, Ryanair with Airbuses, it'll be interesting. Yeah, very, very interesting. Well, we could actually see Ryanair diverge from that, the Yota tube. We could actually see Ryanair set up an Italian division. So it would be Ryanair Italia. And that would operate all Airbuses, ex-Alitalia ones, under Ryanair branding in high density configuration. So that is what would happen. No, Josh, it's got nothing to do with that. All you have to do is set up another division which is separate to your own. It's no different to what they're doing at the moment with Poland. They're setting up a new Polish division specifically for charter holidays. So yeah, it is, Michael. It's exactly what happened in Budapest. They just waited for the carrier to go bust, and boom, you had the likes of Ryanair and Wizz Air just going and taking all the spoils. So, and they've grown. You know, that's the best thing about it. So yeah, but no, we shall see how it goes. Ryanair. Yeah, but no, it'll be interesting to see how it all pans out. But I've got to say, it's not great for legacy carriers, for the likes of Air Berlin, or, well, Air Berlin's not exactly legacy, but Alitalia, it's a shame. But yeah. Would an A320 or a 737 be better for a cheap airline? Both. And if both weren't good for a cheap airline, why would EasyJet operate A320s and Ryanair operate 737s? They do work, it's just, you know, EasyJet in Austria, exactly. It's exactly the same with what EasyJet have done. EasyJet Austria, although that is slightly politically, it's politically motivated, that move, Michael, more than reality. So yeah, it's it'll be interesting. Is Ryanair still doing that well? Competition in Europe is increasing. Ryanair are still doing massively well. Month on month, the numbers are going up. And even, work this out, with 2% of flights, which the news media have had a heyday reporting on, even with 2% flights cancelled for the next 2 to 3 months, Ryanair will still outperform its numbers, despite losing on average 300,000 passengers. They are still going to outperform 2016's numbers. Now, all the speculation and all of the rubbish you hear on the news about Ryanair, it's ridiculous. And it's, quite honestly, the funny thing is O'Leary is using this to his advantage, and this is the one thing that Ryanair has thrived off. Every time there's been negative reporting on Ryanair, it's not just profits, Michael, but the passenger numbers are massively on target, even with nearly 500,000 cut. It's crazy. Everyone forgets Ryanair is the biggest in Europe. You know, nobody takes into account where they operate to, the fleet they operate, everything. And yeah, O'Leary always has this really clever way of using bad media attention to Ryanair's advantage. And then everyone who looks on the news in the last few days will say, oh, but yes, but look at this, that and the other with the pilots' unions, and look at this as to how they're being treated. Quite honestly, it makes no difference. You know, the way Ryanair works is the way Ryanair works. You either jump on board with it or you don't. That's the way it's always worked. And if it didn't, the airline would never consecutively grow year on year on year on year. And at the moment, they're at their peak. So it's, you know, even, as I say, even if you look at the statistics, compare last year's numbers to this year's numbers, take into account the load factors, take into account the frequency of routes and everything, and you'll be amazed at just how good. And the prices are brilliant. So, you know, low fares made simple. For any of you on the stream who haven't been before, then yes, I am a Ryanair advocate. I'm sorry. I do apologise, but that's just me. Yeah, exactly, Michael. £50 return. Although, as you say, there's a seat sale on for £9.99, and if you watch at the end of the month, they'll have a £1 or £2 sale on. So you know, it's crazy. Some of the new regulations are ridiculous. Families not. No, Heathrow. No, I disagree. I completely disagree. When you book your flight, you have an option. You can select for free a randomly allocated seat, which is what it is. It's a randomly allocated seat, and if you want that for free, you'll get a randomly allocated seat. Doesn't matter if you book for 3 people, 4 people, 10 people, even if you book all 189 seats. Each person is going to be randomly allocated. If you want to sit together, however, you have to pay extra, which can range from $4.99 to $7.99, depending on where you want to sit. But you can sit together. You just have to pay for it. So, you know, people have the option to sit together, but if they book as a group and expect to be sat as a group, when they select the option for free, for randomly allocated seats, you can't really complain. It's free at the end of the day. So if I choose, you know, if they put a family of 3 in one row, and then tomorrow I book that flight, but I decide I want the window seat on that row, then the person who was originally selected to be sat at the window gets kicked out the window seat and gets stuck on the aisle on perhaps another row somewhere. That's because I've decided I wanted to pay for that seat, and I got the privilege of it. Simple as. So if you want to pay for it, you can have it. But that's the way it works. Is there any more room for a new budget airline? No. I always pay. I need a window. Oh well. Keep paying, Michael. If you keep paying, the fares will stay low. Yeah, for other people, exactly. I just prefer EasyJet, though. Much more lenient, in my opinion. Give a premium feel. EasyJet's good, yeah. EasyJet's good. Premium feel? I don't know. Class as premium, that's the thing. What do you class as premium? I mean, to me, they are. And that, they're all there in their own interest at the end of the day. But I think when it comes to premium feel, EasyJet I would never refer to as that. But who I would, and granted they aren't necessarily low cost, they're more budget, but definitely has a more premium feel and look to it, is Monarch, and I do like them. I think they're good. But but you go on the cabin just doesn't feel low cost. It doesn't, the crew and everything. Yeah, Michael, you're right. The EasyJet staff are good, absolutely. The legroom isn't though. And comparing Ryanair's new cabin with the slimline seats, comparing the legroom on that to even EasyJet's new cabin, Ryanair still wins, in my opinion. And I've flown with them, so it's Monarch is great. Yeah, definitely. EasyJet's new cabin's good. They offer good fares, but I don't know, in my part of the world they never seem to be that good, but yeah. That's pretty good. No bother, mate. Return flight only costs £28 from Gatwick to Hamburg. Yeah, that's not bad. What was that thing in the Air Berlin tail logo? You mean in the old Air Berlin livery? The Yota. I presume you mean the old one. If I get offloaded from a flight, I'll just refuse so they can beat me up. Oh, well, that's helpful. I think everyone will be laughing at you whilst filming it and uploading it to YouTube, but enjoy. No, the current logo. Oh, that. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. It looks nice. Yeah, it's not the well. It depends where you see it. To be honest, the Yota, because I've seen a lot of Air Berlin planes in Mallorca when I've been there, and depending on where the light is and how often you see them, sometimes it's a bit of a bit monotonous after a while when you see the livery continuously. But EasyJet and Ryanair are the same. If you go to Dublin, you get sick of it, or if you go to Stansted, you get sick. Oh, well, Gatwick, you get sick of EasyJet. So yeah, it depends how many you see. Maybe you should consider it, doing millions of people will watch you. Yeah, As I just said to my friend on Skype, Hamish, who's flying with us to Barcelona, he's just ahead in an A320. As I just said to him, the title of the video to that will be "Funny Irishman Refuses to Get Off Plane", hashtag and gets beat up. The thing I hate most about flying is landing at Stansted at 12 AM with tons of passengers waiting to clear immigration. I don't know, because I have never flown to Stansted. I've only ever flown to Gatwick, Heathrow, and that's it. That was the case in every airport. Manchester was the worst one when I landed there 4 years ago, and that was just a nightmare. Yeah, funny enough, I've never had a problem at Gatwick, and yet I've transited through Gatwick. I've flown from Gatwick directly. I've done UK domestic flights through Gatwick, and I've never had a problem there. Security and everything was always very, very quick. So it was quicker than Terminal 2 at Heathrow, in fact, because at Terminal 2 they decided I was I don't know if I want to use that word on the stream. Yeah, I'm just thinking about it. They decided I must be carrying some sort of narcotics or something, and decided to shove me through all the scanners and body pats and things. So yeah, it took a lot longer than Gatwick. It's longer, in fact. So yeah, it's ridiculous. Anyway, somehow Stansted's my least favourite airport now that you brought it up. Yeah, well, I've never flown from there, and I'm probably not likely to fly from there, so for a while anyway. Overcrowding at the worst. Well, that's unfortunately it's a massive hub if you think of it in terms of low cost travel and also charters. It's kind of what you expect, really. 30 minutes in a queue at Gatwick. Alright. Yeah. That's because they are moaning to each other about the passengers complaining how long they take. Yeah, very true. Right, folks, we've got another 27 miles to our top of descent. And our company plane in front of us, EasyJet 45 Echo Zulu, is just passing 30,000 feet, so he'll be landing just ahead of us. For national security complaint again, and it's a strip search. Yeah, but the thing is, Michael, I'm not being unkind, but the time last year when I flew to Mallorca from Manchester in October, drove down there, went to the terminal, I was stopped by security. You had 4 people on security. They rescanned my bags. I bleeped on the scanner, and I said to the guy, I said, listen, it's okay. Know what it is? I've left my phone in my pocket. Simple as that. They tell you beforehand, take any belts off, take any phones, keys, whatever, out of your pocket and stick it in the tray. All I'd done was left my phone in my pocket. Very, very simple. Oh no, this person did not speak English. He had not a clue what I was saying. He gestured to me to take my boots off. Boots came off. Jumper came off. Phone came out the pocket. And went in one of these machines. That wasn't good enough for him, so I got a pat search. Very uncomfortable. And then basically, after about 6 minutes of deliberating with someone else, went and stood over, didn't tell me anything at all. And then I'm saying to him all the time, mate, it's my phone. Look, phone. Went, put it back in the tray, walked back through the scanner, and guess what? It didn't go off. And then eventually gestured to us to put my boots and everything back on, and he didn't speak a word of English. It's like, how can you be assigned to do that job and you hadn't got a clue what I was saying? It's crazy, absolutely crazy. Tomorrow you'll be landing at Heathrow. Very nice. Very, very nice. Right, time to descend. Let's just set that 21,000. Right, so that's us descending. Oh, definitely Heathrow, yeah, definitely, yeah. My cousin was going to Canada about 2 months ago, and he had to transit there via the US. Originally it was supposed to be a direct flight from Amsterdam with KLM, but they had to change it, and he flew via, I think it was Minneapolis, and he couldn't believe how the US immigration ones were. And as he said, you're coming to the US only transiting obviously as he was to Canada. He was going to where was he going to after that? It wasn't Toronto, Vancouver, I think it was Vancouver. Either way, he was transiting. As he said, you're an English speaking person going through the US, and that you feel intimidated by how some of them treat you, the way they ask the questions, what you're doing, what are your plans for being in the United States. And as he said, well, I'm not staying, I'm just going transiting here and getting the next regional express flight to Canada. So but if that's how an English person feels, how does a person who doesn't speak English or is just passing through the country? I don't know. Who knows? Possibly, Michael. I think they do get trained to communicate in grunts, yeah. It's probably the only language some people understand, though. Mess regarding security and immigration, yeah. Course heading 245. 245. The decision altitude is 235. Amsterdam, they now advised to be at the airport 3 hours in advance. Wow. And yet I was reading, and in the airliner world, you know, in Japan, that where was it, Osaka airport, the security and so on is so efficient there, and the processing time, that passengers regularly, because of the way the transport system works in Japan, are there 15 minutes before their flight, will arrive at security, quickly pass through, straight to their gate. From entering the front door of the terminal to boarding their plane, 15 minutes. And that's standard practice in Japan. So, and yet you've got a higher density of people using the flights there, which is pretty amazing, really. Yeah. It is, yeah, it is. It's crazy, like. But then you think even the likes of the you know, you could just see how efficient it was and everything. It was amazing. Right, folks, we are just passing 21,000 feet now, and we aren't that far from the airport either. So, number 2 to land. Japan is absolutely, Heathrow, absolutely. Centralised customs, pastures. Just something you have to do once. Yeah, that one, definitely. Definitely. $9,220. Yeah, that's grand. Grand. Right, let's have a look. Charlie 235.116.7. Okay, right, we've tuned the Barcelona VOR. We aren't getting a DME reading for some reason. Alright, I'm just gonna go on to this heading. Oh, yes, I Bravo Charlie November, yeah. .0950. Right, let's bring the speed back to... we've got a DME reading. We have a DME reading. 51.8 from Barcelona. Right, 45 miles to go. Just level at 10,000. Seatbelt signs are on. See you later, Heathrow. Thanks very much for joining. Take care. A new terminal. Yeah, very interesting. Jonathan stuffing his face. No, just with ginger biscuits. Right, speed back to 250 knots. Down to 2,300 feet. So folks, that Flashing light you see just up ahead where I've got the mouse, that's our company EasyJet, Hamish, who's just about to land 25 right at Barcelona. So he's just landing ahead of us, and we're just about to shortly establish. Just need to do a quick weather update. Is Hamish better at landing than Daniel, Michael? Yes, 100%. Hamish is training for his pilot's license. So, yes, he has a lot more experience to hand, in my opinion. Just about to establish now, 2,300, here we go. No, he won't be taxiing on the grass when we land now. Unless, of course, he's got different scenery, then maybe so. Yeah, he only does that when he's PPL flying, Michael, so you're fine. Right, let's go. Papa 5, perfect. Perfecto. Right, we're just about to establish. $110, roger. Okay, 203. Okay, localizer. Okay, speed coming back. Yes, the Wizz Air should have just landed, in theory. Localizer captured. Oh my goodness, the localizer's actually working. Okay, speed 160. Glide slope is captured. My goodness, we're actually doing a full ILS landing, folks. Wow, the thing is working. Okay, right, heading 245. Okay, right, we are fully established on the localizer and fully established on the glide path. 2,000 feet, gears coming down. Cabin crew, seats for landing. Right, flaps 15 set, auto brake set, landing checklist, start switches on, recall checked, speed brake armed, green light, landing gear down, 3 greens checked, flaps 15 green light checked, landing checklist is complete, clear to land runway 25 right. I have control.
Approaching minimums.
And 80 knots. Manual braking. Vacating right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Barcelona.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at our destination. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until we stop at the gate and the captain turns off the seatbelt sign. We hope your flight was a pleasant one. Thank you for flying with us. We hope to see you again soon.
$110, roger. Right, okay, so stand 110, that's right, that's it. Okie doke. Ah yes, that's our EasyJet just up ahead, that's us vacated Papa 5, and that's our company there who's arrived from Bristol. So he's on stand 110, we're just going to go slow down and park up. Okay, here we are on stand, just don't know if the guidance system is working or not. Let's see. Engine shut down 2 and 1. Anti-collision light off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Barcelona, where we have arrived pretty much right on time. So, welcome. Hope you enjoy your holiday, and we're going to be doing the return flight very shortly. And that's Hamish there. parked next to us, EasyJet A320. So yeah, muito bem, obrigada. That's Portuguese, but anyway. Right, I'm just going to file the flight, folks, and get ready for our next flight. Just reload VPilot. So, our call sign for the next flight, no trans 2 Papa uniform. We'll just get our fuel. Right, that's all the fuel and everything set, so let's just hope we don't crash this time. Connected to Vatsim, yep. Flight level 360 checked. Start flight. $36,000 feet is going to be our cruise. Yeah, no worries, Michael. We'll see you shortly. As Yoda says, adios, Forbes. That's the test done. It works. Roger, Roger. There we go. Right, let's program. I can't. We're departing 07, right? Zero 07 right, route. More pass. More pass. What's next? Uniform November 863. Manak. Uniform Yankee 110. to Tirav. Uniform November 490. Turbo Tango Romeo Papa Oscar. Uniform Papa 87. Paulo. Willow for Charlie. Initial reference 47.9. Takeoff. 121, 123, 134. Actually, I just want to try one thing. Let's just use the wind 320 degrees, 8 knots. Right, closing the doors, and we're going to go for push and start in just a sec, folks. Our company EasyJet's just getting pushed back as well. Just get the runway heading 066. So that's set. 06. There we go. Okay, EasyJet on our left's just going to push back. Right, that's us ready to go. That's our company just pushing back there. Well, it's not our company, but it's our fellow aircraft. I'll attribute it that way. So we're just waiting for our EasyJet. We're going to go for engine start on stand. Okay, we're just going to get pushed back, folks. It's the engine starting up nicely. So we'll follow the EasyJet on our left hand side all the way down. So taxi lights coming on. So just quick left manoeuvre all the way down Echo 7. Just double check our left's clear. Yeah, got visual with the 320 on our left. A firm down Echo 7, there we go. Left's clear, right's clear. Crossing 25 right, 07 left. So we're just currently 8 minutes later than planned, but should arrive ahead of schedule in theory. Cabin crew, seats for departure please. There's EasyJet just departing Bristol on our left fork, so we're just about to line up behind. That's him going, we're going to line up now. The landing lights are on, strobe lights are on. Just lined up, runway 07 right, just ready for departure now. There's EasyJet just departing up ahead of us. That's the EasyJet just following the departure there, so we're going to go for departure in just a moment. Okie dokie, here we go folks. What's it like flying the Wilco 733? It's good. Yeah, well, they're mostly functioning, but they aren't as advanced as the PMDG, no. They're not as advanced. Okay, here we go, clocks. 40%. Toga. Power set. 80 knots checked. V1, rotate. Positive. V2, positive rate, gear up. Okay, and make a left turn on the departure, climb up to 10,000. Flaps 2. Okay, just following the departure manually now. Flaps 1. Speed check. Speed check, flaps up. Right, there we go, nice departure there, just going to go on to a heading select now. Just passing flight level 70. More pass, roger. What did you miss? Not much, unless you followed us to part, I'm not sure. Oh, see. Okay, 36,000 feet. Okay, and booking 330. Direct to Moorpass. Aye, grand. Okay, heading... Oh, there's that EasyJet just established. Just there, on the ILS. Let's have a look at this weather. Oh, wow, yeah. Actually, if you go onto the live weather thing, you can see it on there as well. Ah, you weren't here at the start? I see, alright. Well, we're just on our way back to Gatwick now. Just passing flight level 150. What do I use for my flight plans, Andrew? I use the, well, basically the ones I'm assigned by the virtual airline, which in this case is, don't trust, okay, which is assigned by the virtual airline. So in this case, virtual Norwegian. And yeah, it's just a case of programming that in the FMS, filing it onto Vatsim. So SimBrief is a very good tool for creating your flight plans, so it's another good one. You can get Jet 2 ones, yeah, definitely. Did I quit Ryanair? No, I have not quit Ryanair. That's... No, I haven't quit Ryanair, no, definitely not. You flew with Jet2 in August on a 737. Cramped, was it? Ah, well. I hope it wasn't crumpet, or it might be a crumpet. a crumpet crumpet. Yeah, man. Ah, yeah, that's true. Although Ryanair's legroom is exceptionally good on the new cabin, so which is one good thing. Am I affected by the cancelled flights? No. 2% of flights out of 100% still leaves 98% flying, so I'm one of the 98%, just not today. We're still doing a bit of classic 737 flying, which is good. Right folks, I am going to go and get a drink, so I'll be right back. And folks on stream, hello, I am back. What do you guys think about the new Quality Wings 787? Yeah, it looks good, yeah. Thanks for watching, Nathaniel. Very kind of you, mate. Take care and have a good evening. Bye bye. To anyone still watching, sorry, that's the end of the stream. Unfortunately FSX crashed, so yep, sorry about that. Thank you all very much for watching and have a good evening. Bye bye.